Hello, my dear viewers, and welcome to Angelic Sky Tarot. Today we're doing forecast for my dear fire signs for the mid of April, so from April 14th till April 30th. And what I'm going to do, I have two decks here. First, I'm going to pull three cards from Golden Universal Tarot deck, and we will see what type of energies you will be working with, what kind of events in your life will be happening, how can you deal with them, to give you a little bit of heads up. And so this video is going to be for fire signs. It's going to be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And so I will start with Aries. We'll put, as I said, we'll pull three cards from this deck, and then we will turn to Gilded Tarot deck and also pull additional cards to see if we need some clarity. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit more, dear Aries, and we will begin shortly. I know that this was a very important month for you because on April 5th we had a new moon in Aries, and you're a very strong fire sign. The energy of fire is a very powerful energy for intentions, for setting goals, for self-growth, and we always, as fire signs, always moving forward, always setting new goals for ourselves. We always want to stay in action, and sometimes it's really hard for us to relax. Let's say the energy of water is more energy of relaxation, more of feminine nature, and fire is more masculine energy, so it's always looking for action, more forceful. So we need to seek balance. Although we are setting new goals with the new moon, and we are finding our passion in our careers, things becoming more clear to us, we also have to remember to balance our life out with a bit of relaxation, with feminine power, to forgive, to heal, to relax, to enjoy beauty, to soften sometimes in difficult situations, so we don't feel so overwhelmed, so we don't feel that anxiety sometimes, so we don't feel overburdened. It's very important, you know, for anyone to keep that balance, for any sign, but especially for dear fire signs. So Aries, let's begin. I'm going to pull first card for you. And here we go. My goodness, it's a very powerful card. We are starting with King of Swords. And King of Swords could be different things. First of all, you could be dealing with a person who is older than you, who is the air sign, and you could be in an argument with that person, and there's some sort of disagreement, so you are trying to find how to persuade that person to see things your way, and it's not necessarily easy, because usually the Emperor of Swords, the King of Swords, is definitely tough energy. If they have their mind set and if they have a certain vision, it's hard to deter them or make them see differently. So if it's your energy, there's definitely harshness to you. You're setting goals, and there's no way of kind of breaking your vision for whatever goals you set. So it looks like to me, if it's your energy, you're growing a little bit of tougher skin, you're building the armor, you're protecting yourself from something that you think is going to be harmful. For other people, it could mean that you are meeting with a surgeon. You might be planning some scheduled surgeries, and so you've been going to the doctors, getting your test results back from your physician, and again meeting with a surgeon and scheduling surgeries for the future that will definitely will be beneficial to your health. It's something that you need to take care of. For others, you will be dealing with some officials, possibly have some court hearings. There will be some rulings against you that could limit you in some action. You might feel that they are unfair, but so you might have to appeal, but there's going to be some sort of court ruling. And depending on what other cards we will pick, so we will see if the ruling will be beneficial to you, or you might need to also seek advice of a lawyer. You might need to seek legal advice from someone who will be representing you in court, or who will help you to fill out papers, very important papers. So you could be signing some contracts this month. So make sure you check everything that is written in the contract before you sign it. Again, if you need legal advice with signing any contracts or any important papers, or if you're signing a new lease, make sure you go over all the details with your landlord, because it might be something sneaky or something you don't notice, right away. So please check everything that you sign this month thoroughly. Let's see, what else could be King of Swords. You could actually start writing something down. You could actually start writing a book or an article. Some of you are excellent writers, Aries, and it's time when you're seriously starting to work on your project. Let's see. For some of you, you will be breaking ties with a person who was kind of draining you, or you had entanglement with for a really long time. So in the second part of the month, you will be finally be able to break that tie. Maybe some of you are going through divorce, so you will be finally legalizing those papers for divorce, breaking the tie, and saying goodbye, to that person. So let's see what else is in the cards for Aries in the month, on the second part of April 14th till April 30th. Okay, so the next card we're pulling is Wheel of Fortune. It's the card of Jupiter, and we know that the Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So if there was a hearing, or will be a hearing, in court, so the chances are it will be in your favor, because usually that card represents good luck, expansion, something will be ruled in your favor. So that's good news. Again, if you're getting some test results from your doctor, you will hear good news, or the surgery or the operation will be scheduled for the time that is very favorable with the planets, and after the surgery everything will be okay. Again, if you're breaking up the ties with somebody, it's actually very good for you, because you will be able to expand and begin something new. It's the new beginning, the start of the new cycle for you. Again, for some of the Aries, you will be able to travel. Also, some people will be communicating with someone abroad, maybe through email, or from some source of media. You will be communicating with someone who speaks a different language. Other people will be planning to travel abroad, maybe not in April, but you will be figuring out the plans for the summer. You will be maybe buying the tickets for your future travels. You will be planning, maybe you're buying a cruise that you will travel in September, or you will travel abroad. So you're kind of finalizing those plans. Also, for some people, for some Aries, they will start learning a new language. You might pick up a different language, or you'll be listening to some podcasts on YouTube, or through other sources. You will start learning a new language, possibly for your new travels. Again, Jupiter tells me that everything is kind of aligning for you, and you have all four elements at your disposition. So whatever the goals you are setting, whatever new ideas you have, it's a very favorable time for you. Do not fear, with the energy of King of Swords, you are very confident. You definitely have a vision. If there are any fears, you are protected from small little fears by this beautiful shiny armor, and you're able to break through any negative thoughts. So the timing is right. If you're questioning if you should invest into something, or kind of move forward, it is favorable time to move. If you're trying to relocate to a new place, maybe you're thinking of buying a house, it's a favorable time. If you're thinking of moving to a new apartment, it's very good. Again, if you're planning to travel abroad, very good timing. So I see some of you will be traveling by air. What else? Let's see. I'm gonna pull one more card for dear Aries. Okay, and actually we had, yeah, I'm gonna shuffle more because we had like 3 cards coming out, so I would like to just get one. Maybe if we got to 2, I would keep them, but since we got too many, I don't want to go into that. And what an excellent card, Aries. I'm super happy for you because this is a Magician. Once again, it shows me that this is your time. This is your time to step into your power. You know, you have good confidence, you know, at the end of April. It seems like everything is aligning for you. You have the power of Magician. Magician can do anything. Any goal that you set for yourself, you will be able to achieve it. You are getting brilliant ideas. It's something that you're setting for the future, you know, for the future success, you know. So kind of bring things in order before they come. You're starting to plan, you know, put everything in order, aligning everything for your future vision, for your future goals. You know, you will possess a certain almost arrogance about you, which is you know, arrogance and confidence, and that's excellent. That's very good quality for you to have right now because you're working on your expansion, you're working on your goals, you're everything is going to be aligning for you. If you're meeting someone new, again, I'm seeing there's a certain person that comes into your life, and they have a confidence, you know, they have degree of confidence, they have like the way they speak is very affirming. It could be, again, a legal advisor for you in some sense. It could be someone who is advising you and giving you some direction, you know, some help. So these are excellent cards. We have amazing, you know, expansion happening here, great vision, clarity. You have all the resources. You see, again, Magician has all the resources there. All of the elements are helping you. The timing is exceptional for you. Whatever you have in your mind, you know, whether you're deciding to start educating yourself in a new field, go for it. You know, it will really help you to boost the career. If you're starting to write something, it's excellent time. If you're thinking of investing and buying something, very good. So whatever you do, you are expanding yourself, whether you're buying something, investing your money into something, whether something aligning in your career, you have a new vision, new goals, it's great. Even the health, you know, looks like you're gonna improve with this card. It's definitely your luck is changing for the better. You're cutting off ties with old relations that no longer serve you. And when we do the spring cleansing, whether in our personal life or even just cleansing our closet, it's always helpful, you know, to let go of that energy that is no longer beneficial for you for the new expansion, letting go. So I'm gonna pull, let's see, probably 2 more cards from this deck to give us a little additional advice. And here we have 7 of Swords. So 7 of Swords is showing me that not everyone will agree with you. Not everyone will be cheering for you. Not everyone will be happy for you, you know. And maybe even some people will try to steal your ideas, or will try to profit from your achievements. And you might not get recognition right away. Somebody might try to steal your you know, property. Like if you wrote something, somebody will try to, you know, claim that that was their idea. Or if you're selling a certain product, somebody will try to you know, say, oh, I want to do that too, kind of being a little jealous, or not approving of you know, whatever you do. So maybe in the court, if you're trying to divide something, maybe you are divorcing, you know, your spouse, and you're trying to divide something between you, like maybe the property, the things that you own together, you know, somebody's trying to be sneaky. So definitely have, you know, a lawyer on your side, get the legal advice. So everything, the ruling, or if you're dividing some assets, you know, that you had together with a certain person, and you're cutting ties with them, and make sure that it's a fair divide, that they're not going to cheat you, you know. It also could be that somebody is watching you on media, somebody is following you, could be a secret admirer. So Seven of Swords, just be careful if you make sure you lock your car at night, so nobody breaks in and doesn't steal something from your car when you park it, by your house. Or, don't leave your purse anywhere unattended, so somebody doesn't steal your wallet or something like that. Because Seven of Swords, it can mean small theft, or, somebody breaking into your place, somebody's watching you on media, or somebody is just being jealous and not approving of your actions and your success. But remember, you are the magician. You're the magician at the end of this month. So you have all the strength, all the ability. You have vision. So even if not everybody approves of it, you also have the energy of King of Swords on your side, and that person has thick skin. They're protected, and small petty things like that will not really shake them. So let's pull another card. Oh, here it is. It's just jumped out, and let's see. We'll take it. It's the High Priestess, another beautiful card, showing me that you will be working with your intuition. Intuition is definitely feminine energy, and as I was speaking, that being a fire sign, and having that determination, having that force of action all the time, it's good to also balance yourself out with the energy of water, the feminine wisdom, tapping into your deeper intuition, into your gut feelings. So again, if something fishy, is happening with a person, there's a person who is trying to be negative around you, again, not approving. They're trying to be sneaky. They're trying to maybe take something away from you. So in this case, you have to be wise. You have to really feel that other person, and see them for who they truly are, and don't be naive, see people for who they are. Be the magician. So use that intuition, like the moon. Not everything is clear in the moonlight. Everything is a little murky. Everything is more mysterious, a little bit hidden from you. So you kind of have to develop this fifth sense. When you are walking into the unknown territory, you have to feel everything with your gut. And this is the time when your intuition is needed. This is the time when you really have to slow down, although you're setting everything in motion, but slow down and pay attention to details. If you sign anything, again, any type of leases, any type of agreements, be careful, pay attention. I'm not saying it's going to go wrong. It's just, with legal documents, with anything legal, you have to feel if it's the right thing to do, or if you're signing, documents correctly. Check everything, check the spelling, check every comma on the document. Also feel if you are going to the doctor and they're giving you advice, feel if that feels right with you. If something doesn't feel right, find a different specialist. Open up your options. You do have a lot of options for you. You have a lot of resources. So you have to use your gut feelings at the end of April. This was beautiful forecast for my dear Aries for April 14 through April 30th. So let's go to the next fire sign, and I'm gonna pull out some cards. We have to shuffle a little bit, and we're gonna go to Leos. So my dear Leos, you had a lot of changes in your life happening, especially in the area of career, and I think you were occupied with a lot of mental processes, a lot of mental changes. So the perspective is shifting for you. Things are changing, but however, you really didn't have enough time to process all these changes. It's like something's shifted for you, the way you look at things in your life now, but you haven't been able to deepen into your feelings properly. And I think it's very important time for you to do so, to get in touch with yourself. Don't be afraid to go into not just happy feelings, you know, you really have to deepen into your grief, into your sorrow sometimes, into anything that might feel cause you an anxiety or that agitation. Actually open up to it and see what's causing it. Sometimes when we avoid it, you know, it becomes more intense, and it's really good time for you to look into those areas and shine some light and spend some time with your fears. And maybe when you shine the light into that area, you will see that it's not as scary as you think. And you are definitely changing, and every change comes with a degree of uncomfortable, you know, because there's element of unknown, you know, there's an element of unknown, and it's not, the change doesn't come easy to you because you're also not the sign that likes the change. So let's see, the cards are jumping out. Let's pull the first card, and we have Three of Chalices. Congratulations, Leo, what a beautiful card to have. It's a card full of joy, card full of celebration. I see you engaging with your friends, could be with your family. Maybe you're having a family reunion, some sort of party. Maybe you're getting ready for like a prom or a dance, some sort of celebration. You know, maybe you're attending somebody's birthday. Just feeling this happiness inside. I mean, what a beautiful card. Maybe you're celebrating the news that somebody in your surroundings is getting pregnant, or they just had a baby, you know, and so it's very joyous card. You know, maybe you're participating in some celebrations and gatherings where you are the DJ, or you play music for someone, you know, and you make other people happy. I see that too as a possibility, that you're actually playing some musical instruments for some gatherings. And again, maybe some of you are reuniting with some friends that you know, and that brings you a lot of joy. Maybe some of you were away and now you're coming back to the area where people know you, and they're just so thrilled to see you, so happy. Again, you're celebrating something, maybe your personal achievement with your friends. Maybe you're celebrating achievements of your friends, or you know, in your family. So it's beautiful, joyous card, and I'm happy to see it in your spread. What a beautiful energy to have. It's one of the happiest cards. Also, 3 is the number of education. 3 is a number of you know, receiving some new income or something like that. So you have you know, maybe you have some plans and you got accepted to the school that you're hoping to get accepted, and it's just a very good news for you. So the next card that I pulled out for you is a Fool, a 0, and that's also an exceptional card to have, dear Leos. I'm so happy because it's again starting something new, and it's being fearless. Okay, so we were talking about you know, diving deeper. So this person just diving off the cliff, you know, with innocence, with unconditional love, you know. That person travels lightly. They're not carrying a lot of their baggage, you know. They're leaving all the old experiences behind, all the heavy burden, all the whatever negativity, you know, they left it all behind. They took only necessary possessions, you know, some basically bread and water, and they're walking off to the new adventures with this lightness in their soul, with this joy, you know. It also could signify for some that they will find out that they're getting pregnant, you know, or again the baby's being born. So it's this innocence of a child, it's this new beginning. And Leo's you know, it is a great time. The spring, April, is a great time for you to start something new. Maybe it's a new relationship and you feel like child again, you know, your soul feel like it sings, you know, there's such lightness in your heart. There's not a lot of fear. So this is actually walking into the new experience fearless, finally leaving your fears behind, or once you dive into them, seeing that they are illusions and nothing can stop you from this new cycle in your life. Again, some of you could be meeting someone younger, the person who will be very cheerful, be like a dear friend who will make you laugh a lot. For others, maybe your child will be coming back home, maybe after a year in college, they're planning to come back soon, or just your child returning back to your house. Maybe they, couldn't pay their rent, and so they're coming back to you. But you are sort of happy to see them again, to be with them. Oh my goodness, your cards are jumping out, so I will pick it up. Okay, and here we have 5 of Swords. So it's a little bit. It's 5 of Swords is a card of discord, the card of agitation. So maybe some of you, you're a little bit apprehensive about starting something new, but it's also a card like of a winner. It's also a card of a winner. So it is a good card, although it's not the card of the balance. 5, is a little bit of like card of like you've been struggling for a really long time, and you finally come out of the struggle, and you feel like you're a winner, yet there's a bit of feeling of like remorse or regret that maybe you hurt other people. So you're definitely leaving something behind, but in a way it's a good thing, because you were courageous enough, smart enough to finally cut the ties with whatever doesn't serve you anymore, to leave these situations that created conflict in your life, that really were taking energy away from you, that kept your mind busy, that created fears, and didn't let you feel that feeling of freedom. So finally you are smart enough to leave those people behind, stop arguing with them, stop feeding the conflict, and you're leaving that situation, you're leaving all that fear behind towards joy, towards celebration, towards new discoveries. You're all finding there's some kind of good news coming your way. Again, some of you are celebrating that you've completed something and it's a new chapter in your life. You kind of letting go of your enemies. You are the winner. You are the winner in the situation. It might not feel very pleasant because you finally cut out some people that didn't serve you anymore, or maybe you left a job, and you feel like, what, I walked out, I cannot take it anymore, I need the change, I feel like I deserve better, and you sure will discover something better for yourself. So it's leaving something behind, that was not supporting you or was not serving you. This is wonderful, Leos. So let me shuffle this deck, and we will pull a few more additional cards for you. For some of you, you also could have had some unpleasant maybe experience at the dentist, or some sort of like minor stitches that you could have fell, and you had to have some stitches done. So I also see that, that because swords represent to me some sharpness, and sometimes it reminds me of a doctor. But however, it's done and over with, maybe. Okay, so let's pull one card from Gilded Tarot. And here we have Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a fabulous card, because Page of Cups is new inspiration. It's a message, it's a message that you will receive from someone that you love. Again, Page of Cups could be news of a child, and we talked about it. Somebody will find out that they are pregnant. Somebody will receive message from their child, possibly their younger child. Again, your child will be returning back home to you, and you will be able, spend some time with your son or daughter. It could be your grandchild that you will be dealing with. Again, it's a new inspiration. So again, some of you will be changing jobs and receiving a new offer. For some of you, you just meet a new friend. Somebody new comes into your life, and again, you will enjoy their lightness of heart. So what else could this represent? It's a good news about your health, having cup filled, it's good news. It's feeling better. Again, some of you might just enjoy an evening out with your friends and enjoy good wine. So excellent, excellent news. And we will pull one more card for dear Leos from this wonderful deck. Okay. And here we have Six of Swords. So once again, Six of Swords is ability to move to different situation, leaving that situation of negativity, situation of arguments, situation that didn't serve you anymore. Possibly some of you had surgeries. You're moving to a better health, moving to new opportunities, to healing, towards healing. Others definitely will be relocating, and that relocation will serve you for the best. I'm seeing that you will be able to meet new friends, and whatever new community you're moving to will accept you with joy and will appreciate whatever you have to bring to them, your skills, your abilities. Some of you will be changing jobs. Some of you possibly will be traveling towards the new love that they met, and maybe you will have to travel to another town or city. Possibly you met someone online and you're traveling to meet them. So it's like a message and ability to move forward. So I do see a relocation for some of you, Leos, change of work, again, beginning something new, being able to cut ties with people who no longer serve you, step away from arguments, from situations that really caused a lot of grief for you, and moving forward with a new enthusiasm and new opportunities. So thank you so much, dear Leos. Hopefully this will resonate with some of you, and let me know in the comments how your month goes by. And we're off to reading for Sagittarius. So dear Sagittarius, I know you've experienced a lot of anxiety lately, and a lot of your fears been coming up to the surface. You frankly had fears about your future because you feel like change is coming upon you and you're just not seeing the solution, you're just not seeing the way out. You feel like the same things no longer interest you. You feel like you're trying to find a new direction. You feel like the change is so needed, but you're just not sure on how to accomplish it. And I feel like April is going to be the month where you will start seeing definitely your vision will clear up, and you will finally start seeing new opportunities for how you can use your creativity again. So especially second part of April, you will start seeding for your new future, and you will start action. Where before the fear was consuming you and you were afraid to act, you had no clarity, you lived through a lot of anxiety and just a lot of agitation. So now the clarity is coming back to you, and you literally with your actions will start seeding for the new future. So allow me to start pulling cards for my dear Sagittarians for April 14th and April till April 30th. So okay, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Ace of Swords. It's initiation into a new cycle, initiation into new beginning. It's clarity. It's ability to cut through any fog, any unclarity. Congratulations. This is a new idea. This is a force for the new beginning. It is a blessing because all aces are new potential. Some of you will hear good news about their health. Others will be able finally to say something important and speak and have clarity through their words, to someone. It's something important that you will have to say, maybe to your partner. You finally will be able to express your point of view, and where you were afraid maybe your partner wanted something different in life, or and you were afraid to offend them and say, what, I don't see this, I don't have the same vision with you, and this is what I want. So your ability to express something clearly, okay, your ability to start acting and knowing what you want to do, knowing how you see your life in the future, walking towards that chapter. So it's new force, new charge, new vitality, For some of you, if you were dating someone, you were actually able to become intimate with a person, and that was, or you will be able to become intimate with a person in April, the second part of April. So that's huge, huge news, beautiful force, amazing beginning, clarity, action, brilliant ideas, ability to say something that you wanted to say for a long time to someone, and were afraid to say. So, and finally you find the courage to say that, some of you will be proposing some new ideas to someone, maybe to your partner at work, or to your partner in life. Maybe, maybe you like someone, you finally actually find the courage to propose to them. So that's wonderful. So something to do with your words, something to do with your thoughts. You get clarity, you get opportunity to act. It's like a green light, initiation into something new. All right, and here we have Hierophant. It's card of official ceremonies and celebrations. You could be attending somebody's wedding. Some of you could be, celebrating Easter, and you will be maybe going to the church, celebrating with your family, Easter holidays. For others, I'm seeing that through maybe a friend, you will meet somebody else. It's like somebody will act as a mediator for you. Somebody will introduce you to someone else who will be important in your future, either career, or if you're looking to achieve something maybe in your business, and you may be trying to partner up with someone, or you need a certain resource, and you will say to your friends, I'm looking for this and this, and your friend will say, oh, I know someone who can provide that for you, I will connect you. So somebody will be able to act as a mediator and connect you to the right resource, to the right person, to the right maybe place where you will purchase something, or they will teach you how to do a certain skill, or explain to you something that you will be able, or somebody will connect you to a new gadget on your computer that will make your life really easier at work. You'll be able to get more organized. Again, it's being connected to something important, to important resource that will serve you in your future career, or will help promote your business. For others, you will have to also seek some guidance, maybe from a spiritual leader, like a priest, or some sort of guidance counselor, or so it's time for you to go within too, internally, and listen to your inner guidance. Whatever feels right to you, you should act upon it. Whatever doesn't feel right to you, you shouldn't act upon it. So you only have to act upon things that are right for you. It's time to act for you from your heart, from your inner voice, because very often you Sagittarians, dependent on how other people see you, you are dependent on support from other people. You need to be liked, you need to be recognized for things, and sometimes you use a lot of your energy to serve others, and you always serve others. You always like a teacher, a leader. You're trying to help everyone. You're a philosopher. You are the explorer. You're the expander. But it's very important right now to decide what is important to you and act upon any action that you make is that comes from inner guidance, and also if you need advice from someone else, some sort of spiritual advisor or counselor, go for it. It is a good time to get that advice. Again, for others, it's you will be attending ceremonies, wedding ceremonies, or maybe religious celebrations, and so you're being guided at this time. Let me pull last card from this deck for you, and here we have the Star, and what a beautiful card! My goodness, Sagittarius, that's beautiful. It's if you weren't feeling good, you're finally coming to the place where you will be healing. The Star is it's like your wishes are coming true. You're We have healing waters here. So again, your fire is being cooled down a little bit by the healing waters. It's finding that balance, finding that inner calmness, because I do feel like you've been under a lot of agitation. So you are finding that peace, you're finding that guidance. It's asking for advice and receiving the right answer. It's actually finding your potential that will lead you to your dreams. It's getting on the right path for your career, for your passion, possibly for your lover. Maybe you will be meeting someone who is meant for you, who is meant to be your husband or wife, finding someone really special, that will change your life. Again, this is also represents to me a certain partnership. So it's card of healing. So it's receiving that healing, emotional healing, physical healing, having your wishes answered, having the guidance from above, listening for your inner guidance, becoming more spiritual, becoming more in touch with your inner voice. Possibly you're also thinking about someone at a distance. You could be dreaming about or planning to visit someone. You could be thinking about someone who lives in a distance from you, and you could have a very strong emotions for that person, and you dream and fantasize about them, but they are in another country or in another city somewhere at a distance. So it could be your potential partner, future partner for life. So very intriguing, very interesting cards. But the star, it's yes, it's your destiny. It's finally making these action towards your destiny, aligning with your life's purpose, finding that balance, finding the balance through Hierophant, possibly meeting your future husband or wife. Looks very interesting. And I'm really happy to see your health improve, because I know a lot of you have been struggling with health issues, and it's finally getting that answer and healing. Okay, again, another fantastic, phenomenal card, Sagittarius. This is beautiful, 9 of Cups. Again, it's getting your wish coming true, finally receiving an answer. It's receiving those 9 cups. How fulfilling. You're pretty much fulfilled in life. And look at you, you're happy, you're cheerful. It's getting your wish. I mean, together with a star, it's having your wish granted. So I see a lot of emotional happiness, a lot of emotional abundance. It's you seeing beauty and small things in life. It's you having a lot of dear friends, a lot of wonderful people in your life who are supporting and cheering for you. It's picking up another cup. It's another adventure. It's setting another goal. Your cup, like the way we fill our cup, you cannot pour your love on other people. It's actually filling yourself first until your cup overflows. And whenever your cup overflows, that love starts spilling and onto everyone in your life, and everybody feels blessed being around you. So this is you again picking up a new cup and beginning the process of filling that cup with new ideas, new creations, new beautiful meetings, new dreams, new goals. So your wish is being answered for you. 9 is a card of already achievement, accomplishment. It's you deserve the 9 because you already walked a certain way. You already went through grief, through disappointment, through possibly leaving somebody or something behind. Some of you, will be relocating or had to relocate to find new happiness. So it's picking up that 9th cup and starting something new again, but feeling happy because you are so fulfilled. And it's wonderful to have some new goals and some ideas again. 9 is a blessing. It's a blessing. Cups, it's a lot of love, a lot of emotions. So, and the last card for you is 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords could be, some sort of disappointment. It could be card of studying actually. So a lot of you will be studying for final exams, and I feel like some of you are finishing up education, and you have to prepare for the final exams. For those people who are graduating from universities or colleges or high school, it's a lot of like final pushes, that causes you a little bit of grief, and you're really, not feeling like you want to do it, and it's really difficult, but you will do it. I also see for some Sagittarius is you might feel some discomfort in the area of your heart during the second part of April. You might feel some, strange palpitations, or could be that you find out that your heart rate, or maybe you need to start taking some sort of blood medication. So please watch your diet. Maybe you shouldn't drink caffeine if it's not beneficial for you anymore, so do more exercises that are good for your heart, more aerobic exercises like walking, swimming, doing Pilates, something like that, will stimulate, your heart circulation, unite with nature, go and breathe, walk, so something that will connect you to the energy of air. You need to breathe more fresh air to improve your circulation. For some of you, you might run into someone from your past who caused you grief or breakup, because the other cards that I have here are so magnificent that this Three of Swords looks completely minor in the spread. So it's some sort of minor hiccup. Again, I'm seeing it more from the health aspect too. You might feel some tightness in your chest. Could be from like cold or something that you might go through. So just take care of yourself. Start exercising, cut off the caffeine if it's no longer kind of feels good to you when you drink it. Watch your blood pressure. Again, the spread looks beautiful, very optimistic. Nine of Cups is super positive. To have a star is beautiful. And again, the Hierophant, being connected to your higher guidance, that's amazing. The new beginning. So I hope this spread was very helpful. I really love you, my dear Sagittarians. I love all of my fire signs. This is exciting. The second part of April looks very powerful. There's a lot of new things that are changing for you. There's a lot of new beginnings. So I wish you all a lot of happiness, a lot of love, and life is beautiful, and I'll see you soon.